And it's time for the post-match presentation, and of course we've got the player of the match for today. It is Usibongiseni Mthethwa. I'm sure Jablile with the win. Nisebenzile very hard at you today.
Sibambe composure sizama ukurotate ibhola but ekugcineni okubaluleke nawo konke i-teamwork kuwe njengamanje ukubaluleka wonke umuntu uSilva ungenile washaya igoli omuntu wesaba so usho ukuthi ukubambisana kwethu njenge-team nokudlala as a team nokuba munye kusiholele entweni ezinhle so kubalulekile njengamanje ukuthi sidlulele phambili sithathe lo 3 points siqhubekele egemini elandelayo.
And I'm sure into emnandi ukuthi benama-draw 3 elandelana before le game namhlanje, so ukubuya no 3 points I'm sure kuyanisiza ukuthi niqhubeke ne-momentum.
Engakusho kakhulu kufuyele egemini edlule yase-Afrika ukuwina leya game kusinike ukuzethemba kwasinika ne-momentum ukuthi sikwazi ukuqhubela phambili njengamanje into ebaluleke nayo ukuthi sibambe consistency siqhubele phambili lo 3 point usho lukhulu kuthina because siyanyuka kancane kancane nokuthi sidrop.
Well done today.
Hayi siyabonga kakhulu.
As a player of the match, Usibongiseni Mthethwa, of course, Coach Gavin Hunter joins me now. Coach, it's always tough when you go from that high, when you think you've scored that winning goal, and then they score on the other end. Take me through how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, emotionally it's very difficult to take that, you know. I thought we'd won it, and then, I don't know if it's offside, I didn't see it. But emotionally it's hard to take that. You know, we did so much, we put so much into the game, you know, and then, yeah, what can I say? Proud of the players, but we got nothing, you know. We definitely deserve more out of the game and possibly 3 points, yeah, you know. But anyway, it's gone.
I saw just how disappointed the players were because they gave everything out here today.
Yeah, that's why you can't ask for it, you know, you can't ask for more. You know, I mean, I thought we scored the winner 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go, and then they go down the other end and they score. So I think the disappointment from the players must have been there. I don't know. Just, you know, the concentration or whatever, you can look for millions of things. And I mean, you know, it's just disappointing.
Okay, I'm not going to keep you too long. Hard luck today. And I'm sure you'll pick yourselves up.
Thanks, all right.
Coach Kevin Hunt there, disappointed. Coach Cedric Kaizer joins me now. Cedric, it's 3 points in the bag. Maybe not the perfect performance, but at the end of the day, to get yourself going, you just want to get the points in the bag.
Yeah, because you know, Sunday we had a very tough game, mentally, physically. Today it's true that we were not at our best, but you know, it's a league, it's a marathon. It's you know, you need to win even when you are not at our best. Because I remember a few weeks ago, there are some games that we had like 70% possession, 20 shots on target, but we didn't win the game. It's those kind of game like today that even when you are not at our best and you need to win to get the 3 points.
The nice thing is that it's 2 substitutes that combined for that winning goal. Gaston putting in a brilliant ball, but that header was a top class.
Yeah, we know that Silva is a box striker. He's always there on the rebound, on the crosses, and because he was injured last time, we couldn't give him more minutes. But it's a player that we trust, and we know that he can give us a lot.
You obviously came into this game having had those 3 draws and a loss before that. How important is today's result just to get yourselves going again in the league?
I think it was a very important result because, as you said, we are coming from 3 draws and a loss, and it was as well very important to build from the momentum of our CAF Confederation game and to keep going, and we are very happy that we got the 3 points today.
Well done today.
Thank you very much.
There's Cedric Kaizer, who is absolutely delighted with the outcome for today. Now, those are some of the visuals with regards to Kaizer Chiefs and how they've gone about their business. They are happy with how things have gone today. And I tell you what, that goal is what has brought so much joy to the fans today. And it was a stunner, a true stunner. Of course, scored by De Silva, who's come on in that second half. A great ball played by Gaston Serino. And it's a moment And I'm going to ask Jimmy, because we were sitting pitch side with him when this particular moment happened. Jimmy, when substitutes come on, you want that as a coach, and that's a great ball into the box.
A great goal indeed, but also I think the build-up towards it, towards the goal, the cross coming in from Cirinho, and just Flavio, there's a presence of mind, being aware that all he needs to do is to redirect that ball to the top corner, you know. Not an easy technique though, but I think for a striker, one needs to really give him credit. A good striker goal.
You think any striker would be proud of that, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, being your first touch, when you introduced it to the field of play, exactly what he did against Golden Arrows. I always said, Chiefs just needs one thing. It's a striker up top. I mean, we had the likes of Sean Bartlett, who was there, Musona was there. I mean, those are the kind of players that will finish any kind of move. You look at the stats there, you know, better second half, of better shot on target and creativity, ball position. Now for Kaizer Chiefs better because it was in their opponent's danger area.
Look, I mean, I got to take a moment just to applaud the fans that came out here today, because, well, they arrived a little bit late, Jimmy, but they leave with a smile on their face because of the result.
Yeah, and also you could see how frustrated they were as the game prolonged without any goal from either side, you know. But I must say they were really there to support their team, you know. Even the subs that came in, I think they had a bit of an influence on the substitution for Flavio coming in off the bench, and he rewarded them with a goal.
Yeah, and that's what you want. Like, you want the players that come on to say, I want to give me a shot next time to maybe start the game. Come in, influence the game.
You also look at the Durban City substitute. I mean, with that offside goal, all the four substitutes, they touched the ball. I mean, Makawana touched the ball, Kwabeng touched the ball, and, you know, he ended up in the back of the net. Just that Makawana was in an offside position. So also for Kaizer Chiefs, you introduce players, you want them to have an impact in the field of play. Serino, Kale played that ball, and Munyai cushioned it, Serino crossed it, and Da Silva finished it. So four players that were introduced on both sides, having an impact in the change of the game.
I have to speak about that big moment. That offside was a big call by Uzakele on as the linesman, and you saw the emotion from Durban City when it didn't go their way. But that was a great call. We often give referees and linesmen a hard time. That was a good call in a big moment.
That was a good call indeed, but I think the bulk of the team from Durban City didn't have this angle. Yeah, was from the bench. All they saw was a cross coming in and the finish, you know, and as a result they went to go celebrate, and I think on second glance when they get to see the replay, they actually realized that it was actually an offside.
And you know, we have to say kudos to Munyai, because with that run, when he was running with Magawana, he saw that his two central defenders had delayed tracking back, so he also stepped out. That's what got Magawana offside. So the in-sync of the defense of Kaizer Chiefs has been brilliant today.
Yeah, I'm sure they would have really enjoyed that. And of course, that victory, of course, breaks that four-match winless run for Kaizer Chiefs. And what it does, it pushes them up to third position. Of course, they do have 10 games that they've played, same as Mamelodi Sundowns, and just 2 points off them, Jimmy.
Yeah, 2 points off them. You'd have actually thought with the run the Chiefs have had with those 3 draws, you then say you convert of those 3, you win 60% of those games. Where does that put you? You know? So I think the games that you're dropping points are going to count at the end of the season, because you look at the run the Chiefs have had. There are 2 games there for me they were supposed to have won. The game against Will at home, you win the 3 points, you get the 3 points this evening. It gives you a clearer picture, you know, but also one needs to give credit to Chiefs for what they've done this evening. Though the game did not really produce a lot in terms of those chances, but that one chance that mattered, they were able to convert it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what you need, 1 goal, 3 points. And if they can carry on with this momentum, collect 3 points there and there, even with a 1-0. I mean, my former boss used to say, even if you can win 0.5-0, you go away with 3 points. So that's what we did. That's what Kaizer Chiefs did. But again, if you saw Wiley Dava, give him man of the match.
Rambo.
Why lead up?
But why are you bringing me into this thing? Where's the player of the match? So they said intent. No, he was asking there on your left.
I know.
Maybe you guys just outvoted him. Eh? Maybe it was a collusion.
No, but you see, I loved what happened today because the same player that we spoke about with Jimmy, with different experts, he gave that there was time to play fit and there was time where he was trying to distribute the ball to the furthest.
When I like, we hate become man of the match. Sharp.
Nake help yawo. O tla le ox. I una break a moment mo mare.
Look, I'm not going to get involved in this particular moment. What we will do is we will promote what is coming up this weekend. Of course, a really good result for Kaizer Chiefs away from home. And then to get things started on Saturday is that blockbuster tie between Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. Orbit College and Makesi. You get a sense that